joining us right now. All you Peter Pan boxers better be on the look. We're here with none other than Captain Hook, Mr. Roy Jones Jr., the legend, the GOAT, right back here on ATG Radio. Roy, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming back.
Hey, thank you, man. So glad to be here. Thank you guys for having me on again.
Hey, it's a pleasure, Roy, and I'll go into it like this, man. You unprecedented what you've done in your career. We talk about it time and time again. Divisional master. You went every division you fought in, you mastered it. But one division that I consider you one of the greatest, and arguably, if not the greatest, is 175 pounds. That's the light heavyweight division. And much like the heavyweight division, with our good friend Kingpin Johnson, is deep in the mix. But the light heavyweight division, the division you know so well, is on fire right now. On fire, in my opinion. We saw it this weekend. Sergey Kovalev going over to the UK. And if there was any critics about this guy, I think he silenced a lot of critics, knocking out, a guy who had quite a few defenses, maybe unproven in many people's eyes, but a talented boxer in Nathan Cleverly. I got to get right into it right there, man. Sergey Kovalev, Nathan Cleverly. It was on HBO. What were your thoughts on this guy and on that fight?
So my thoughts were that Kovalev looked really good. I mean, he did exactly what I expected to see him do. However, Cleverly didn't take the route that I expected him to take. I thought that Cleverly would be smarter. He would box. Being from the Joe Calzaghe School of Boxing, you thought right away he would throw a lot of punches. He would box. Never thought that he would come right out and sit down and fight toe-to-toe with the guy. You know what I mean? If I thought he'd do that, I would have known that he was not going to win if you're going to sit down and fight a puncher toe-to-toe. So it's like he surprised me in the way he approached the fight. I know you want to prove something, and I know you're listening to the commentators, that the commentators are saying they want exciting fights and exciting fighters, but you can't be they say what they want to say. Bernard Hopkins is not exciting at all, but he wins. And people still pay to see him fight because he wins. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and you got to take a page out of Forrest Mayweather's book. You got to win. Because as long as you win, they'll pay to see you again. You can't go out there and try to satisfy the fans with your performance, especially when you're not a top-notch, top guy that can do it all. Some guys can do it all, some guys can't. The guys that can't do it all, you got to kind of stick with what you do. And if what you do wins, you got to stick with winning.
Hey, Roy, joining us right now, Roy, HustleBoss.com, Chris Robinson. I know he's very excited that you're on the line. Chris, welcome on. You're here with the great Roy Jones Jr.
Roy, always good to talk to you. I'm just curious, what is your thoughts on just, John David Jackson as a trainer, your personal opinion of him, and just how good of a fit do you feel he is for a guy like Kovalev?
Absolutely one of the best, and I think he's the perfect. If not, you can't get no more of a perfect type trainer for a guy like Kovalev. Because Kovalev is such an amazing puncher with so much power, but look how John Davis has taken a power puncher and had him when he threw more volume of punches than the guy who's supposed to be known as the boxer, which was Cleverly. Cleverly was the boxer. Kovalev outpunched Cleverly every round. Not outlanded, outpunched him. Amazing, and that had to be the outcome of having John David Jackson around.
And if Kovalev fights Stevenson, what things are you going to be looking for in that fight if that matchup comes up?
Well, the one thing you got to know, that was a great boxer, you got to always know this, and this is one of the things that I always knew about boxers, and it's like guys that really can punch aren't really usually accustomed to really getting punched. So what it's going to boil down to is who can take whose punch the best.
Yeah. And what about Bernard Hopkins? How does he factor in, and do you give him a chance against either of those guys?
Well, make no mistake about it. Bernard is a very smart, very safe fighting guy. He is not going to go out and try to look extremely overwhelmingly impressive against either one of them. So he'll go out there, making a force test, and I guarantee you by the end of the day, the referee will be calling his name, the judge will be calling his name and saying he won the fight, because he is not going to take no chances, no gambles, and he don't care what you think about him watching. He's going to take it, and it's smart of him, because he's going to say, hey, I'm 48 years old. Why should I take that risk? He's not going to take it. He's just going to outweigh him, outlast him, and I think he'll beat him. I think he may beat both of them. But for me, to see him taking a fight would be dumb because why would he take the risk of getting knocked out by one of those young punchers when he doesn't have to take that risk?
Thanks, Roy.